Hey, welcome back to Divinity Gems. This is for my Taurus. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I want to get the weekly tarot reading out for my Taurus, September 3rd through September 9th. Using a new deck, using the Vision Tarot. This one's by Tim Thompson. It's got a 15th century style to it. All right, Taurus, your 9-card spread. We'll pull some clarifiers for some other decks should we need them. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. It is upright. This deck does do reversals. 4 of Cups upright to me. Just got our eye on something. Something is standing out to us a little more than everything else emotionally. Something is giving us a little bit more desire there. Strength is in reverse to start out with on your reading, Taurus. Along with the Magician upright, but the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, that one thing over there that we got our eye on, that we are desiring the most, we're not feeling the most confident about our ability to bring it about, our ability to change it. Feel like we want to create a different type of situation, and it's just not evolving into something different. It's just not, the strength is not there. What we want is not there. So because our confidence, if we don't believe it's going to happen, then, how do we expect to make it happen? And right now, it's very clear that it's what you want to make happen with the 4 of Cups. This is just how these cards look. It's nothing special picture-wise on them other than the 4 Cups. But yeah, you see that bigger cup there. That's the one you want. Desiring that cup. Desiring that one that's filled to the brim there. But the Strength is in reverse and the Ace of Cups is in reverse. This is the Ace of Cups in this deck. It's a big angel. She's got angel wings. And she's got a big old bowl type of cup in her hand. Just as huge. It's almost... It's the cup, it's the cup. It's what we want. It's what we desire. So if this is relationship wise, if this is a person that we desire in this way, this would be the person. Like this would be the one that we are trying to bring into ourselves, why we desire them in that 4 of Cups way, why we see them and only them, and the other cups don't even matter. They would be your Ace of Cups to you, and it is in reverse. Like you didn't get that. You didn't get that, which is, to me, why your Strength is in reverse as well. And then the Magician is out. So you wanted to change that about that situation. But on the next row, Justice is in reverse. 2 of Swords is upright. And the Knight of Coins, which would be the Pentacles, is in reverse. So, Justice in reverse. We know you're feeling the fairness in this situation is not there. But your 2 of Swords to me. So, you had some choices. You had a choice in the situation with the two of Swords being upright to me. And a chance to make this a peaceful situation here. You had a chance to make this a peaceful situation as well. But you didn't move towards it, or someone didn't move towards it. Is the Knight of Coins is in reverse. Like it didn't, the effort to move towards it is in reverse. So even any movement towards it or slow movement towards making a decision about it, on this second row, I feel like there's nothing positive. There's nothing positive. We've got your Ace of Cups in reverse on the top row. We've got your Four of Cups. So what you desired did not bring you emotional fulfillment, and the ability to change it was not there. It didn't feel right, didn't feel just. Picking between these two things, choosing between these two things. So there was a decision to be made by you, Taurus. As I'm watching the story unfold, there was a decision to be made by you. But you did not feel like this was fair, that you even had to make this decision. You felt like you really didn't have any other options, that you couldn't even create, something new out of this situation here because of the way it was done. And you really had no choice in it. Like, you couldn't even be strong through it. You couldn't get or make out of it what you wanted. And yeah, nothing's happening on this front. Like, there's nothing being brought to you as the Knight of Cups, Knight of Coins is in reverse, so it'd be like the Knight of Pentacles. Nothing's being brought out, or you're not being given anything extra on this, by these two ways that it could have been done. High Priestess out, bottom row. High Priestess in reverse. Three of Staves in reverse. Two of Staves in reverse. So your inner strength, this is how the stake cards look. They're all the same. This is the 2, this is the 3. So I'm feeling like both of these in reverse. The 2, the 3, and this is the High Priestess, which is all about gaining knowledge, hidden knowledge, is in reverse. There's a whole lot going on here, Taurus. So the High Priestess in reverse. No knowledge, no understanding, no gaining. Almost kind of deception and lies. Three of Staves. Third party situation type of energy. Holding things together that really need to be released type of energy. And our willpower, to me, with that 2 of Staves in reverse, our willpower. So you just really not liking the way this situation is shaping up. This is kind of playing out like the Capricorn reading for me. You really not liking the way this is shaping up and the outcome of it right here. That's how I feel, Taurus. Like, you really just are not happy about this situation. I got the Queen of Spades and the Five of Swords. Yeah, you feel just mentally what just took place and what you can do to change it and what you can do to fix it, Taurus. You don't have a whole lot of faith in that. You're actually quite fearful of the change that's just taking place right here. Very fearful of it. What is going on, Taurus? Yeah, what was that 4 of Cups? What is going on? I need some more clarity on how this story is shaping up. It's just not speaking to me right now. The World card is in reverse. The 8 of Coins is in reverse. Feel like there's no commitment here. And you're feeling like it's not in order, like nothing is organized, like nothing that just went on after this full moon for you. It feels disorganized for you. It just does not feel like you Taurus, feel like this is going to work, like this new situation here. You feel like it's not fair. You feel unjust. Feel a little sneakiness involved. And you're feeling no confidence in your ability to create something new here out of this situation. There's no commitment there. You feel like it's not in order. Feeling a little out of control by this reading. Like it's just Ace of Coins in reverse too. All right. We're going to try. This is the Vision Tarot. I'm going to try the Crystal. Try the Crystal Tarot for you, Crystal Vision Tarot. Because I'm getting a whole lot of disappointment in this reading right here, Taurus. I just want to be sure that it's the same energy. It's a lot of disappointment over there, a lot of unhappiness over there in that spread. I felt instantly brought down with you. Like, who is feeling this heaviness here, Taurus? Who is feeling this heaviness? Because there's a definite heaviness to that reading. A lot of sadness in there. A lot of unsureness. Let's just I'm not happy with the Eight of Swords here. Feeling mentally trapped right now, Taurus, in a strong way. I'm getting that feeling in a very strong way. Very mentally trapped. Very mentally trapped. Okay. On the Crystal Vision, we've got the King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Our stability, who we are, and who we would like to be is all in question right here, Taurus. Who you are, how you view money and finances, who you are on the inside, not on the outside. Because the old you was used to handling things on the outside, stable-wise, materially, financially. That's how you viewed things. But now you're being asked to go back and deal personality-wise with certain aspects of yourself, Taurus. That's what I see. And it's really a deep dive into who you are, getting to know yourself on the inside out. Challenging your traditions, challenging your viewpoints, how you were raised, traditionalist views, how you see the world. Those types of things are coming into question for you, Taurus. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Becoming a better person is on the table all the way around. That's why I got that feel of that other card in those other cards. That sadness, that feeling. Right now, I feel like something has taken place in your life, Taurus, over this full moon that just passed, where you were forced out of something or forced to make a decision that you didn't want to make. You were forced to move in some type of way, change something about yourself or your life that you didn't want that change. You didn't ask for that change. You weren't prepared on making that change. You were kind of pushed or forced into this change. And you felt like it was the most unfair thing in the world. But it wasn't. It was because, Taurus, it's time for you to see yourself how others see you. It's time for you to see what you weren't seeing. What you weren't seeing And that is what the universe was seeing, or spirit or God was seeing, that you weren't seeing. And so the changes came about, or were made to come about, in these circumstances to expose those things, or to bring them to the surface so that you can see them. And maybe you still don't see them because you were so deep and stuck and set in your own ways of doing things. And right now we're going through an evolution where you're going to have to do things differently than you've always done them. You have to grow. You have to evolve past the person that you were into a better person. We all do. So for you, Taurus, with your earth energy as the King of Pentacles is out, this is the energy that was under attack, basically. That thing about you, the way you are when it comes to your coins, your pentacles, your stability, how you treat people. And it did take a whole lot of going back to childhood and who we were and who we looked up to as a child and where we picked up certain things. That is how you heal. That is how you go back and figure out why I think this way about myself, why I have these feelings, where did this come from. That is going back through your subconscious, the moon card being out. That is going back through your subconscious and figuring out where those things developed and how do you correct them in order to move forward to be a better person. How do you get to Queen of Swords energy, Taurus? How do you completely understand and know yourself from the inside out? That's what this is about. That's what all this is happening for. Though it doesn't feel good, the purpose of it right now is to let you know who you are and to have you evolve and become a better, stronger, more healthy person. Because there were some things about you that needed to be released, that needed to be addressed. Maybe some people tried to tell you this about yourself before and you didn't want to listen. And you don't want to listen. So the universe, God, spirit comes along and changes something in our environment, changes something in our situation in order for us to see that one thing that we were ignoring or trying to ignore. It's time for you to know who you are. It's time for you to know who you are. Anytime the Queen of Swords is out, it's about changing and knowing who we are. Mentally, she's there. She's there. She can get called cold sometimes, but I disagree. I feel like she's compassionate, but she's no nonsense. She's no nonsense. So I'm not going to coddle you where you don't need to be coddled, because if it's not logical and you're doing something it's not in your own best interest, I'm going to tell you it's not in your own best interest. I'm going to tell you why it's not in your own best interest. And I'm not going to, when I tell you about it. That's not in your own best interest. No, that's not how the Queen of Swords is going to let you know that's not in your own best interest. And she's going to tell it to you. And, it's a difference of I'm only telling you right, and I'm not about to coddle you or, baby you about it. You need to change. You need to change this about you, and this is why you need to change this about you. The Page of Swords says it even in a less tactful way. The Page of Swords will cuss you out as she says it. Page of Swords will be like, well, you need to stop this because this. And there are going to be some choice words in there, and they probably going to be cuss words. But it comes from the same place of love, and I see this on you, and it's time to change this about you. Your perception on it's okay to continue doing things this way, Taurus, that's being challenged. It's been challenged, and it's telling you it's going to change that aspect of you. It's time to, that ram in you, if you have not dropped it down a little bit to conform to at least what's in your own best interest, then you're going to be feeling this energy, and it's going to seem like you are under attack, but you're not. You're not. And at the end of this, I promise you, especially by the end of September, going into this harvest moon, coming from this full moon that just gave a reason for this energy to be changed to you. It's changing a series of events in your life for this energy to be changed. And now, what do you do? What do you do with this change? How do you respond to this change? Are you going to fight harder to be the same person, to keep justifying the same type of energy, or are you going to recognize that it's time for a change then? It's time for a change. Soulful Woman card is out. I did these last week. It's not for women. I ain't going to go through that whole spiel again. It's not specifically for women. These are about feminine emotions, which are feminine, all that. Just listen. My creative power came out. My creative power, fearless self-love. You'll understand that these feelings are just feelings and they're not geared toward males or females and can be just used to interpret for everyone. That's what I wanted to say. Just listen. My creative power. As I invest in my own creative potential, I experience my female creative genius. That is one for you. So I am bursting with ideas and visions. I am a passion storm of creativity, eager to live my dream and transform my life and my world. I'm stepping out and making my mark in undreamed of ways, birthing from the creative fires of the unleashed feminine. I'm waking up to my gifts and talents, as well as to the contribution I can and will make to the future of my world. It's time to express my creative potential and power. I really feel like this is out, Taurus, because it is time for you to see that other side of yourself, to embrace that side of yourself versus that hard, I got to be this way, got to work, got to be strong, got to show strength type of Taurus. You are embracing the creative side of your experience, the softer side, even for my Taurus females who can be hard as females, very power driven and stern, kind of is the word I want to use. Even to yourselves, you can be very hard on yourselves as a Taurus woman. Investing in your creative potential, experiencing your female creative genius is bringing that softer side to the forefront versus that hard side. That hard side sometimes makes us bump head with other people, especially other females. As female, it makes us butt heads with everybody. And so it is allowing the softening of that, the creative, softer potential to come to the surface, Taurus. This is the change that I see, the evolution being asked of you at this moment. And then the fearless self-love card is out as well. Fearless self-love. It's 22, which is a great spiritual number. I love myself fearlessly. I love myself as beautiful, good, and worthy, no matter what else is happening around me. My love keeps me well and happy. I nourish my self-love with daily acts of sacred self-care. This is the source of my true power. I listen to and value the guidance of my inner wisdom. In the face of negative messages and faulty beliefs, I return to the natural feminine at my core and celebrate this ground of being within myself. And I always return to self-love. In this way, I practice fearlessness. Loving who you are, Queen of Swords, all day long, self-love. And when we don't have self-love, especially as a female, when you are, and you'll know that, if you are a female that loves yourself and knows what that is about, the confidence that it puts on you, you recognize right away a female that does not have that fearless self-love because she is very insecure. She can't give a compliment. She can't take a compliment because she's always bringing it back to how she feels about herself. Fearless self-love, Taurus. This is not about just females. Like I said, fearless self-love, anybody, male or female. You are balanced in how you feel about yourself. To have this fearless type of self-love means you know yourself enough to know what you like about yourself and the things that you don't like about yourself. Well, you don't just, okay, I hate myself because I don't have that. You work on bringing those things out of yourself. So you work on those things that you don't like about yourself and you embrace those things that you do. That's how I'm seeing this overall read go for you. It is learning, Taurus, why you have this blasé feeling right now and you don't like this new change that's coming around. But the overall point of this change and why this is happening to you right now is to get you to embrace your creative powers and learn to love yourself more. Learn yourself, number one, so that you can learn what you like and what you don't like. And once you pinpoint those things, now I can enhance what I like, get rid of what I don't like, or change what I don't like. That is having creative power, the creative power over your own life. So this situation is not nothing you were forced into that you can't change. The way you change it is by changing yourself and your perception of yourself. Honesty is involved too, a lot in that. Being honest about who you are, what you like I said, what you don't like, the great traits versus the not so great traits. And if I can be honest with those, I can work on the great ones, work on eliminating the not so great ones. And I can feel comfortable and better about who I am as a person. Moving forward in my life, I can feel a lot better with the decisions I make, how I treat people, what I deserve to bring back into my life, those types of things, what I'm attracting. Here we go with the laws of attraction and karma. I can attract more happiness when I'm acting more happy, or when I'm being a happier person, when I'm being more given, then I'm attracting more, to receive into my life, those types of things. So I really do feel like it's a self-reflection time for you, Taurus. I feel like that is what the universe's mission was to get you to see certain things about your personality and work on those things that are the not so good qualities versus the great qualities. It's about the balancing of those out for you, Taurus. I really do feel like that will be playing out for you heavily in the month of September. And this change was just the beginning situation to starting you off on that path of seeing and knowing some things about yourself that you may have just been working around and just existing. This is how I do things and this is what it is. But now we're going to get to this point where we're going to be learning to become better and stronger in our personalities. All right. Hey, thanks for checking me out, Diane Wright. Yes, I sure can. We'll check out the reading below. The description box below will give you all the details for personal readings and all that good stuff. But this was a general reading just across the board for my Taurus. So general reading doesn't resonate with everybody. Pull out from it what you can. Something that maybe caught your attention that said, hey, yeah, I have been feeling that way or going through it. You can pick something out of there, roll with it. If not, let it fly. If it doesn't resonate. But if you do always want to book a personal reading, my website will be below in the description box, like Mercury still in retrograde. Below in the description box, www.divinitygems33.com. Thanks for joining me and watching. Until next time.